Hi all, this is the sixth session of Tableau Lab. First, I'm going to upload my dataset. So here I click on text file because the format of my dataset is CSV. Here I select COVID-19 activity Texas. Open. Here I can see my dataset. Now I'm going to create a dual axis combo chart. First, I create new sheet and rename it to combo chart COVID. Now I drag report date to columns and drag people death count to rows and drag people positive cases count to rows. And here I want to change the format of year, and so I right click on the year in columns shelf and select more custom. Here in this box I'm going to select month and year. Okay, here I can see month and year. Now I right click on people positive cases and select dual axis. Make sure that you are in upper layer, people death count, and here I'm going to drag county name on detail. Okay, now I'm going to change the type of my chart to bar. Now I change the scale of my axis to logarithmic. Right click on first axis and edit axis. Here I select logarithmic as a scale. Also I synchronize other axis. Now I can deselect show header. In this chart I'm going to add a two line to this chart for showing average value of each measure. In this pan, analytic pan that is located near to data pan, I click on it, and in analytic pan I double click on average line. Now I have two lines. One is for averaging of the people deaths, and one is for averaging of positive cases COVID. Now I'm going to create highlight table. So I create new sheet, rename it to highlight table. Now I drag report date to columns and drag county name to rows. Also I change the format of year here, the same as before. I change the format to month and year. I drag people death count to color in marks and drag it to label. Drag people death count to label. In marks card, I can select a square, or I can select highlighted table from show me. It's the same. Okay, now I need to create a calculated field. So in data pane, in drop down menu, I click on it, create calculated field. In upper box, I write segmentation, and in the bottom box I write if okay, here I have a problem. Okay, here I should say else if okay, here I segment discount to three group. If the sum of people discount is greater than 1000, is referred to high, and if the count of this is between 500 and 1000, grouped as medium, and otherwise is grouped as low. Say okay. Now I drag here. I have the death count segmentation that I created. I drag it to color in marks card. Now I want to change the format of my table. First, I want to change the color of death count. So in right side of your table there is a box that show the colors. I click on it and I click on edit colors. Here I select high, and for high I want to have red color that shows the depth is so high, and I can select red color. For low I select blue, and for medium I want to select orange and click on OK. Now I can click on size on the marks card and change the size of square. but as you can see, I can't see the good format. So there is a trick that you can do it in columns shelf. Click on the space area, and here I write quotation mark, and I do this for rows. Okay, now I have a border for each cell, so I can click on size and increase the size of a square. Now I have a good shape of my highlight table. So just there is a quotation mark here. I don't like to have this one here, so I right click on quotation mark here, and I deselect show header. Okay, now I'm going to filter. I have a filter in my chart, so I drag county name to filter, and I select use all. Okay, I right click on it and select show filter. Also okay, I can change the shape of my filter here in the right side of my page. I'm going to select multiple values drop down, and I'm going to drag report date to filters. In this box I select range of date. Next, here I just select OK. I want to show this filter, right click on it and select show filter. Okay, now with this filter I can control my highlight table. For example, I want to see a range of date. I can change scroll to change the range of date, and I can see the death count between this date. Also, I can control county of Texas. Okay, now it's time to create density map. So again, I create new sheet, rename it to density map. Texas. Okay. And in this sheet I want to create dual map, layer map, as we had before. First I drag longitude to columns shelf, and I drag longitude to columns shelf, and I drag latitude twice to rows shelf. Click on it and click dual axis. In upper layer I drag province state name to detail in marks card in the upper layer, and here I select map from drop down menu, and in lower layer I drag county name from data pan to detail, and I drag population to size, and I drag people death count to color, here I want to select different chart. Here I select density from drop down menu in marks card. Okay, here I can see the density of COVID deaths in Texas area, but I want to have just the Texas map. So here in menu bar I select map, and I select map layer. Here I deselect all the layers in map. Okay, now I can see just the map of Texas and density of death count in this area. Okay, next I'm going to building a packed bubble chart, so I create new sheets and rename it to bubble positive cases Texas count. Okay, now I drag county name to text in marks card, and I drag report date to text. Okay. And drag people positive cases to color, and people positive cases to size. Positive cases to size. Okay, now I'm going to change the shape of my chart. I'm going to select circle here, or in show me in top right of the page you can see the packed bubble, and you can select from this box. Okay. Now I drag report date to filters card, select range of date, next. Okay. Also I want to see the filter, so I right click on it and select show filter. Also I can control the bubbles with the range of date as we can do before. Just I want to change the color of bubble to orange, so I click on the color on marks card, edit color, and I select orange. Okay, it's so meaning for positive cases. Now I'm going to connect to web data connector, so I create a new sheet here and rename it to chart page group. Okay. First, you should create an account on the side of data.org, and after that I'm going to import a data set directly from the site to my Tableau. So here in this page I can import dataset and it's independent of other dataset that I have in Tableau. So I'm going to select data in menu bar and select new data source. Here in this box I can select web data connector. Here in this box I enter the web data connector that is Tableau dot data board. Here I should sign in with my account, and after that I should insert the link of data. Okay, here I click on authorize Tableau. Here I'm going to insert my dataset URL that I have here. Okay, I just copy it. Okay, in data source I have 4 tables. I need cases by age and group. I drag it here in the view part. Here I can see the table. Click on update now so I can see my table. So I return to the sheet that I made before, chart age group, and here I drag count to columns and I drag age group to rows. Also I filter none data, filter data. Okay, so I can see the count of COVID deaths between age group in Texas. Now I create new dashboard. I drag all my sheets on the view part. Now I save this dashboard to Tableau Public as outcome 6.